Welcome to the deep dive. We're dropping you right into the middle of something. Picture this. It's that cold, gray time just before sunrise out in the American desert. And in this quiet, two men, two intelligence liaisons named Marathe and Steepley, are having a meeting that feels, well, incredibly dangerous.
Our mission here is to get inside this conversation. It's this bizarre mix of ancient myths and very, very real betrayal. We're going to treat it like it's happening right now in front of us.
And the setting is everything, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's what they call a false dawn. So the air is chilly, it smells like dust and greenwood, and the only sound is insects. You can tell this isn't their first meeting. They know the weight of the silence between them.
Okay, so let's get into what they're actually saying. It starts almost academically.
Yeah.
They're talking about how beauty or pleasure can literally be fatal.
Yeah, Steepley kicks it off. He talks about this oriental myth, he calls it, about a woman with completely blonde hair. And her sort of exoticism is so powerful that young men are just drawn to her. They comb her hair, they have sex, and then they're killed outright.
Killed by pleasure.
Exactly. The idea is that the pleasure is so intense, it causes, instantaneous death. He calls it MORTS. It's all about this felt lack she feels for them.
And Marathe has one to match it. He immediately comes back with a francophone myth, the odalisque of Sainte-Thérèse.
And her beauty is so intense that while a mortal man from Quebec can't even look at her, his eyes just can't handle it, and he turns into a gem, usually an opal.
So in both stories, the men know the risk. They know it means death or transformation, but they do it anyway. Classic fatal temptation.
But then Marathe throws a wrench in it. He says, what if the Greeks didn't really fear beauty so much as they feared, well, ugliness?
Wait, okay, that feels like a big leap. If the immediate threat is overwhelming beauty, how does a fear of ugliness even fit in?
Because it suggests the real danger isn't the beautiful thing itself, but maybe the emptiness or the ugliness it covers up. And that pulls us right out of the myths and back to the two men sitting in the dust.
Let's talk about them physically. There's so much tension. Marathe has no legs, but enormous arms. He sniffs the air to break the silence.
And then you have Steepley, who looks puffy and drawn. He's clearly uncomfortable in his disguise. He's wearing a skirt, worried about things crawling up it. He's just fidgeting.
That discomfort really speaks to the actual stakes, doesn't it?
It's everything. Marathe's real temptation isn't some myth, it's love. He has decided he loves his very sick wife, Gertrude, more than his political cause.
And that love makes him vulnerable.
Completely. He knows his superior, a man named Fortier, would put a spike through her eye if he found out. So his profound love, that's his fatal flaw.
And Steepley has his own betrayal going on, a counter-betrayal.
Yes. He knows that Fortier already knows Marathe is there, but he's not telling his own American superiors. He's keeping this little secret for himself.
Just for the satisfaction of it. But Marathe suspects he might be lying about that too.
And that's it. That's the real fatal attraction in the room, this multi-layered deception. The pull isn't some beautiful woman. It's the temptation to betray for love or for, a feeling of control.
So as the sun finally starts to rise, they're living out the very myths they're discussing.
And it ends on that note. Marathe says Steepley's temptation, the American type, is irony and contempt for selves. Steepley just calls Marathe a man of only actions, ends.
And then Marathe knows it's time to go. But just before they part, Steepley says something really human.
He does. He admits he's sad and he's uncomfortable in the skirt. He confesses he's worried about where he's sitting. It's this tiny crack in the armor of a man who is defined by his deception.
Such a raw moment of vulnerability.
It is. So here's a final thought for you to take away from this. If the allure of a secret or the depth of your own personal love can be as dangerous to your mission as any mythological monster, what fatal temptations in your own life do you pursue, even when you know the potential cost?